Hey, I'm Tina, a guitar player from Berlin, and today I'm going to show you some exercises how you can work with the metronome, for example by practicing your subdivisions, but also I'm going to show you 1 or 2 manuals that you can use for improving speed and endurance. So if you never practice with a metronome, one way you can start practicing with it is just put it on 60 beats per minute. So you have 60 beats in 1 minute. Those are the seconds that we count. I think that's a very natural place to start. And then you just put the metronome on 60 beats per minute and try to have all the notes on the same level. So no accent on the one, just keep them all level, and then just start by clapping or playing on every second note. That gives you room to hear the metronome in between, and if that's easy, you can start clapping on each note. So you would be clapping quarter notes. One great way to practice with a metronome is practicing the rhythm pyramid. You can practice your subdivisions there, and by subdivisions I mean that you would have syllables or words for every note that you're playing. So if you have a look at the sheet, you see all those different subdivisions, and for example, if you would be counting out triplets, you could count out 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, or 8 notes would just be like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And so it's a great idea to have those subdivisions ready for any kind of rhythm that you're going to play. And you can think about that pyramid like really if you would be riding a bike, you would be switching between different gears. And one exercise that I do with my students is I pick a scale and then we play the rhythm pyramid. We start with the quarter note and we play the scale up and down, and then we always return to the lowest note, return to the quarter notes, and then play quarter notes. Think triplets. Start playing triplets up and down the scale. So when I start doing this exercise I really try to, first of all, get into that rhythm or that subdivision on that one note. And then I would double the notes so that you can really concentrate only on the metronome, on the rhythm. And after playing through the whole rhythm pyramid, all the subdivisions that I want to learn, I would start over again and then just play the subdivisions through the scale without doubling the notes. And that's also a very good technical exercise. I assume you're a jazz fan or you like to play jazz, so if you want to train your swing feeling, it's a great idea to put the metronome on 2 and 4, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and practice like this. If you're having a hard time, you could also do it like this. I'll show you with the metronome. It's 60 again. So you just start on the first click saying out loud 2 like this. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Difficult thing about it is you have to provide the one, but it's just a matter of getting used to it. And one other exercise that I do with my students and that I do for myself because I love it for its simplicity but effectiveness as well. Take a standard tune and play accompaniment, but only play on the one. No variation at all. If you have to play 2 chords in one measure, you can play on the 1 and the 3, but you play on the 1 and you play chorus after chorus. And in that way, you're training yourself to keep the form, but also to play with the metronome on 2 and 4. There's a really great exercise from Virgil Donati, he's a drummer. You take something you really want to learn and speed up and really get into your system, and you play it 6 times, 5 minutes. And you start at, let's say, 60 beats per minute, depending on how fast you want to get and how fast you can actually get. And then you start, for example, at 60 beats per minute, play that 5 minutes. You're playing that thing, in my case, it's tonally, all the time. Then you put the metronome on the next beat level, which would be 10 beats per minute faster, 70 beats per minute played for 5 minutes, 80 beats per minute, 90 beats per minute, 100 beats per minute. Then you have been playing that thing for 30 minutes. That's kind of exhausting, but it works really well if you want to get something into your system. And if that's too extreme for you, because playing something 10 beats per minute faster every time is kind of a big leap, there's also another system that I call the classical system. So I'm sure you know about adagio, andante, larghetto, all those old Italian names for different tempi. If you have a look, it's getting faster in 2 beats per minute, then 3 beats per minute, 4 beats per minute. So for example, if you would have been starting at 80 and then you would always skip one, so it would be 80, 88, 96, 104, maybe 108 and 112 would be your maximum. Then the next day you start not at 80, but you start at 84, 92, 100. So you would be in between those numbers and always write down your 2 highest numbers, the maximum speed. And what that does is that it doesn't feel so awful, like hitting your head against the wall always at 100. At least you have a little bit of a playing field up there, because when you're trying to get your speed up, it's very likely that you're going to reach a plateau for a pretty long time and nothing is going to happen. And then all of a sudden you're going to jump to another level and then you're hitting the other plateau. And I think it's maybe a nice idea if that plateau is a little bit more flexible, that one number that can like totally drive you crazy. So that's it for today. I hope I could help you a little bit with that video. Let me know if you have any questions, if you have any ideas for videos that I should make, and I see you next Monday. Goodbye.